How in the world is it almost 10 p.m? Jinx, this has been going on for ages. Persona stream when? That's Callum's thing. Callum does the Persona and SMT streams. I certainly do not. Cannot hack the grinding in that game, he says, whilst playing this endless grind of a game. Grand. Okay, well, Rivercog did its stuff there. I'm going to bring it back. All I wanted to do was get established in Nimwegen and then Cologne and Thorn, just so that it's done. Must be really hard to establish yourself in the inland ones, but not really my problem so much. Where did I establish Salt? It was somewhere that I had only something else. That was Koinsberg, right? Yes. See, I'm glad my memory works sometimes. Also glad my wineries are up and running. Man, everything is just working pretty damn well here. Hunter is kind of wondering why he's hanging around for no good reason here. Did I get that treasure? I'm on the wrong side of the aisles, that's why. There we go. Now back to it all. No grind, no game. Jake, you were about to build houses. Yeah, probably. Build houses everywhere. Boston is under attack though, and I cannot abide by that. Especially since it means I can't build. I really wanted to build here. Still, I'm going to make sure that they don't take my money. I can take everything else, but not the money. And then there's Scarborough, which did manage to get upgraded, so... Yes, the minister can stay the same. But I will want a Covenant school because more burgers. Or beggars or something. Housing capacity is just fine here though. Well, it's only just fine. It could actually do with being a bit more eased. And more rich beggars, of course, because as I say, rich people are better people. Okay, it's worth stopping by to make sure nobody's vastly overproducing anything. But it seems we're pretty safe on most fronts. I do want more beer though. That's right, I was going to establish myself in London, but it's a bothersome place. I have my privileges, sure. They need a new wall though. This wall is much too small.
You no longer need to try to produce goods here. I have everything under control.
We'll see about that. We haven't made this guy mad yet.
I expect you to either tear this house down immediately or cut me in on the profits. Remember, I was here first. I have already told you a number of times that I do not appreciate your continued expansion in my city. You are disturbing my business.
What are accents? Okay, point is, I'm going to throw a lot of money into this town to get them on my side, and I'm going to tell them to build a wall. Hell yes. That'll go around the places that I've built, and I can establish London as the new beer zone. Which means I'm going to need more beer fleet names, most likely. Still, that's coming out just fine. And the wild card Koinsberg. Ah, that's right, I wanted to build up Nimwegen. As ever. I don't know where it's going to get these supplies from, but still.
So, you want to lure my tenants away? You are not the first to try. Best of luck. I see you enjoy baiting me. I told you to stop trying to expand your buildings in my city. Which part of that is so difficult to understand?
Happy days. You know, you could also build a bigger wall for me here. But I'd need to employ people, and I would need to care at all about Nimwegen. And that's very difficult to do. Regardless.
You no longer need to try to produce goods here, as I am better at it anyways.
I like that level of smug though. Smug people are good. They usually have good reason to be smug after all. So, city wall, it's happening. Take it. Alright, very good. Very, very good. Oh, I was doing the rounds to make sure nothing was overproduced. Beer is underproduced. Sad state of affairs. Bergen has always been fine. Stavanger continues to be fine, although I really, really want to ramp up production here. What I need is the wall to finish. Well, need is not really the term here. I want it finished. I could probably carry a load of people over there quite soon anyway. Helsinki, man, the population in Helsinki really took a nosedive. And I don't think I helped things by doing what I did there. It's because I have everybody that can working in dairy already. So there's nothing else they can really do but continue to produce more iron than I know what to do with. That's what I get for trying to put down so many smelters. But the tools people should be able to put them to good use. They're trying, they're using as much as they can. I feel like I should have more places that make tools, but there aren't more places that make tools. I'm using the ones I have as much as I can. Then there's you, of course, with your mead and your hemp and your smelters again. Okay. Nashved needs to be abducted. But that's why we have People Mover, wherever it is. In fact, it's right here. Earlier I saved you, now I'm killing you. There we go. Don't want to kill production too hard, but I do want to take these people away. For a brand new and better life. Jake, you might be able to set up tools in Cologne if you establish yourself there. Cologne does tools? Well, I'll be damned, Cologne does do tools. But then there are other places, like Bremen and Hamburg, neither of them do tools. Groningen does tools. It also does fish though, and I've not been dealing with fish much. Man, I have built almost nothing in Groningen. I think I told them to build this wall though, and that's why I set up these sheep farms. Groningen could bring me sheep and tools, both are nice. Because I have such a shortage of sheep, courtesy of Haarlem. Never enough fish though. Never ever. Okay, the amount of wheat that I have is actually going way down now. So I'm going to tell these people to stop smelting and start making me delicious wheat. Were there other jobs that they do? Oh yeah, I got all these hunting lodges from my rival. And I don't have Revolt as an available task for them. Still, Rostock should be bringing me in more food then. So it's about this time that I should consult exactly how much food that I need rolling in. So I'm going to stop by the guild. And there are quite a lot of people. I'm going to have to update my number. Let's assume that we have 180,000 people. The amount of grain production I need is pretty high. It's 92 just to feed people. That's a lot. I have 48 here. And 77. So that should be good for this plus the beer. Assuming they all work perfectly. As we know they don't. Because I went in favor of weaving instead of making grain. Well, no more. And those people are getting moved up to Stavanger because I really want that meat. Even if there's not really the space for them right now. There could be. Good job. Make that meat. Make it count. It's just funny to see population skyrocket like that overnight. Now they make my meat, and since I want this place doing pretty much nothing but meat, I should build up more of them. Now I could produce tools, but Stavanger's really good. It's got 3 things that I really want a lot of out of the place. Shame it's got some horrible problems with... What are the words that I'm trying to say here? Because they certainly aren't coming out. They got terrain issues. Minus God knows what. What even is this? So 4 more of these and I'll have a completely meaty city here. Meat and nothing but from Stavanger. Glorious. I should almost have enough money to start buying up the Lord's lands. Sadly though, they're getting all pissy at me as usual. Yeah, I think I'll just let them invade and I'll hit up whoever's the least angry. Which is nobody. Okay, Livonia is kind of almost not mad. So we'll give them our money and see if they start trying to sell us land. But you probably need 30 million to do that. King Ericsson prevented beggars from the surrounding areas into Danish lands. That's not so good. Haarlem, grow faster. They say they want beer to grow faster. I can give you beer. Yeah, then we start getting some real numbers of beggars in here. So much money. It's beautiful, just beautiful. Did I? Yeah, I tried to establish myself in Oslo, but I never did build up anything. I would have thought I would be doing lots of meat here, but no. However, I would like them to build a better wall, so I'll go to the guild and I'll say, give me those rights. And I'm just going to build salters because at least they don't... Well, no, I'll make meters.
You no longer need to try to produce goods here. I have everything under control.
So he says. But this is all part of the sabotage. We lay ourselves down, we say, oh boy, wouldn't it be a shame if somebody laid tons of money into your pockets to extend a wall around my businesses. And then
I expect you to
we
either
get the
tear
will of
this
the
house
people.
down immediately or cut me in on the profits. Remember, I was here first. I have already told you a number of times that I do not appreciate your continued expansion in my city. You are disturbing my business.
Feels amazing, making people mad. Just amazing. Which probably goes a long way to show, to explain why I do what I do. But remember, I want all these coastal cities up to 10,000. That's essentially the goal. London was somewhere else I was working on, but they are starting to make their bigger wall. I told them to. Did they decide against it? I thought I told them to build this wall. Or did they just siphon that money away? It's totally what they would do. And they are, of course, short on goods, but who isn't? Well, Aalborg isn't. Aalborg never is.
So, that's what you get.
So in Oslo, they actually destroyed a lot of my stuff, despite me having maximum security. But it was only 1,000 commodities. I doubt it was too much damage. Now, Aalborg, you should start getting a lot of pelts and pitch. And I'm hoping you're drowning in metal tools. Nah, not quite drowning. How hard is it to overproduce metal tools? It seems to be the impossible task. Got plenty of pelts here. Surprised they're not getting picked up faster than that. Besieging Nashved. Man, Nashved just can't catch a break. Plague, me messing up and killing lots of people. Just relentless, isn't it? Flensburg should have been upgraded, so I can now... No, I don't need to upgrade that further. But everybody needs a minute. Oh, I'm going to be caught. I've been trying to do this for a while. We just don't have the wall. Let's go somewhere that does have the wall. I need this siege to finish up before I can deal with Boston. And Scarborough is working on it. Good. Very good, even. Let's get a university going, and I don't think I built some infirmaries here yet. If I did, I can't see them. I probably didn't think of a good place to start building them. That seems like exactly the kind of thing I would mess up with. Yeah, the positioning here isn't good at all. Trying to find a good latch point, or else I'm going to have a lot of problems with this. Well, that seems to work. That'll keep Scarborough relatively plague-free. Long may it stay away. Edinburgh should be a Hanseatic city. It may not have what it needs for that, though. I mean, I know it needs something better than a minister. At least for these people. Nope, this is okay. Just sit back and enjoy making more money as usual. Okay. So the Dane is so unhappy that he's besieging all of these cities at once, and it seems like... Was it just an isolated incident? Yeah, that's Holgersson. What it is a job for Hunter too. Gotcha. Pretty sure that boat caught fire. Any caravans ready, Jake? Yeah, I should have some by now. I'll go and check out an inland city. Thanks for the ship. Just dump it in Scarborough. Just having ships dumped everywhere makes life a lot easier for getting, well, drawing upon the naval manpower, as it were. Okay, so if Haarlem's also under siege, you shall not take my money. I tax that from my peasants fair and square. State of emergency, though. No influx of beggars possible. That's why I've been trying to keep him happy, at least. Are any of the princes at least relatively happy? England is satisfied. Livonia is satisfied. What can I do for Mr. Livonia? Oh, well, he's not that satisfied. Perhaps I should just ignore them for a while. It's only Mecklenburg and Pomerania that I even need, and I can deal with those later. We have already got our river cog, although it's Cologne that I need to impress. And impressing someone isn't that easy, especially when they have a half-decent selection of their own goods. So on 9th of January we'll have our next river cog out of Helsinki, but that's kind of to be expected. Novgorod is growing, finally. And because of me actually supplying the goods that they need, things are going all right for them. They got their new, bigger wall going. And I could actually produce a lot of honey here and bring it home, because as I said, there's nothing else this place really offers me. There's cheese, but Riga is cheese. Not Riga, Helsinki. Helsinki is a whole heap of cheese and a few token smelters, with me not even knowing what to do with all this metal. So yes, Novgorod, you could provide me with the honey that a man looks for in life. I'd need to employ these people, sure, but think of it as a get-rich-slow scheme. So how well known are the Russians for their apiculture? This is what I should be doing more often when doing my gridding. It just makes lining up everything that much easier. There we go. It'll take a long time before Novgorod can even build those, let alone fill them up with workers, but at least someone is trying to save Novgorod. Notice no one else is. Thorn is doing alright on its own, probably because it produces grain. Alright, we've got plenty of wine here. I need to start thinking about bringing wine to the masses. But, I mean, 10-day demand for wine, even at a 10,000 place, is really, really low. So a single cog could take care of the whole east. Well, a single full cog at least. Well, nah, I'd rather have a full cog. A Hanseatic cog could do the whole west, though. Wine Alberg #1. I like Drunken Sail, but it's too much. Too many, we'll call this the SS Keg. SS Kegger, even though it's full of wine. That adds to the appeal, you see. I'll keep all these places all that more prosperous. It just fills me with this difficult to put your finger on feeling, where, you know, I am bringing this new, lucrative, delicious good to the masses here. They will pay me and they'll be happier, and just everything will work out better. It's a good feeling. And this is wine to the west. And you can be wine east. No, that's not how I do things. Wine Al 2 and the Wild Pint. No. Drunken say drunken. I need a 3-letter word for this. Drunken. No, I can do better than that. I can just delete that, and then we will have the Drunken Sail. because the centre will be very easy to keep happy. Oh, it's so much easier to do my trading when I just need to always click auto and everybody automatically goes to warehouses. There we go. Wine Centre. But I still want a proper cog to do the east. You are not a proper cog. Wow, that's all I have in Aalborg? I've actually tapped the ships here? Incredible. We'll get a Hulk to do it then. They're faster anyway. Now, interestingly, I don't even have the wine to keep up with this. But I should at least have some so they can try. The wine east. Get to it, guys. And now they just drank away so much of our wine. Will you ever produce clothing, Jake? I don't plan to. My people can be naked for a very long time. So we're actually running a little low on food, and I don't like that. And we're low on hemp. I also don't like that. I guess we just really munch our way through the stuff. That means that meat is not so necessary then. Hemp, however, usually is. Interesting, because hemp demands are extremely high. But as everything grows, our demands do as well. And I have a lot of ships that have stopped. I mean, Ahus constantly telling me that there's no bricks left, and I say, you're lying. Is there not a faster way to go through these without clicking them off like that? I guess I could just go through these ones. Why do you even have a route here, Expeditionary? And there's another thought. Why does Hunter 5 have a route? Hunter 5 was you, right? These are probably old auto routes that I had. I don't think I have people to move right now, although Helsinki could always stand to lose a few people. Not that we're drowning in cheese, right? Oh, well, actually, nah, Helsinki's cool. The buck, no. Always worth trying. Oh, come on, there should be plenty of fish coming in from Hull. In fact, Hull's been bringing us nothing for the longest time. And I think that was a part of the lack of grain. Rostock had actually stopped bringing its grain up to Malmö, or Aalborg, which is dangerous talk. Okay, good. We have a decent amount of fish to get flowing. Happy days. Now I should have my... Where is he? Can't even remember what I called him. He's not the two shreds, he's the wild card, Koinsberg. You need to go and help some other people. We can try Thorn or we can try Cologne. They probably have no need for fish, wood, hemp, honey and metal goods. Now I'm already going to forget all those things, but... I mean, they'll like luxury goods, surely. Nobody ever needs that much pelt, come on. They claim they're short on beer, so I'll make them happy with that. How in the world is there a short